welcome to the maiden edition of Roads Renewed. My name is Kosi Anyao. The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA, in its continued drive to ensure transparency, visibility, and accountability in how maintenance operations on federal roads across the country, launched this television program titled Roads Renewed. This program offers our viewers an opportunity of an in-depth look at FERMA's road maintenance operations across 36 states of the Federation and the FCT. We're going to showcase ongoing and completed road projects within the period under review, testimonials from road users, transporters, and communities living around the corridors of roads maintained across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. This program will give us technical insights from FERMA engineers, supervisors, and project managers. We'll also reveal perspectives from FERMA leadership and policy-making stakeholders on the state of our infrastructure, the challenges, and what needs to be done to make it better. This program also captures how FERMA is aiding the actualization of the infrastructure component of the renewed hope agenda of the current administration led by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, under the tutelage and guidance of the Minister of Works, Senator Dave Umahi, and the Minister of State for Works, Barrister Bello Garonyo, and other key stakeholders and policy drivers in the infrastructure sector by prioritizing connectivity, road safety, and national development through targeted interventions and strategic partnerships. Whether it's a major arterial highway in the north, a coastal route in the south, or a critical bridge in the east, FERMA's impact is now being tracked and told state by state, project by project, on Roads Renewed. Roads Renewed underscores FERMA's commitment to innovation and sustainability, highlighting modern techniques such as cold asphalt application, climate-resilient road designs, slope stabilization, and the deployment of digital tools for real-time monitoring and project tracking. In a time where trust in public institutions is critical, Roads Renewed is more than a television show. It is a storytelling platform for progress, accountability, and the pursuit of excellence in public service delivery. We will be right back after this short break. Please stay tuned.
We've all seen it. We feel the bad roads, the wear and tear on our vehicles, which are not just caused by weather conditions or contractors, but perhaps by lengthy years of non-active maintenance regime prior to the advent of FERMA. However, across Nigeria, FERMA is working tirelessly to monitor and maintain safe motorable roads. Our commitment is to your safety, your journey, and to our future. But these roads are a shared responsibility. When we desist from overloading, desist from indiscriminate dumping of refuse into water channels and other acts of road abuse, we would have been protecting the roads together. Safer roads mean smoother journeys, fewer breakdowns, and a stronger economy for everyone. It is a collective effort with lasting rewards. FERMA, committed to safer roads, our responsibility.
Welcome back. You are still watching the maiden edition of Roads Renewed, a program brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA. Today, we will be bringing to you a recent rehabilitation and maintenance work from one of FERMA's project sites in Kogi State North Central, how the recent rehabilitation works have impacted the lives of residents, and how commuters now travel freely without hassle. Take a look at this short video.
Alobi Aluma community in Ofu local government area of Kogi State was at a time threatened by a deep, deadly gully that claimed several lives, cut off access road, and caused untold hardship to commuters and residents of Alobi Aluma community. The deadly gully around kilometer 25 plus 500 along Ochadamu, Ejule, Aluma, Otukpa, Benue State border road in Kogi State is 47 meter long, 16 meter wide, and 11 meter deep, is situated along a steep, accident-prone slope. But today, that story is changing.
We wrote to so many quotas, even to the local government. The response we got from them was that their capacity to handle this kind of a gigantic project is limited, and that they will write to the state, of which the state responded. What they came to deal was just a palliative measures, and that palliative measure just to rainfall, the whole thing got washed away, and the situation kept on deteriorating to such a point that if we had any loud noise from this point, we know that an accident has taken place and lives will be lost.
When help seemed out of reach, the people of Aluma community turned to prayer until a surprising response came from the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA.
So after all efforts being exhausted, we now resorted to prayer. That the only way out of this problem, the only way this problem could be solved, is to beg our Creator to assist us. Not until FEMA now came. We were even surprised when they came. They said they came to solve this problem. So they came, we sat down, we talked, though we were doubting their capacity to handle this project. But from their explanation and what have you, they said, let's just give them that trust. They came, they started, and they did it. The glory of Almighty Allah.
The reconstruction wasn't without challenges. Accidents during construction, harsh weather, and flooding tried to derail progress, but through it all, the team pressed on. Where death once lingered, opportunity now thrives. The Alubi community is not only safer, it is stronger.
What we started with was to quickly construct a retaining wall to be able to retain whatever material is coming in. And we did an extensive filling up to the retaining wall with a mechanical compaction. And from there, we constructed about 47 meter length of trapezoidal line drain to link it with the existing one. The line drain actually hit the retaining wall, and there were other protection like stone riprap to protect the retaining wall from scoring.
One thing about this kind of solving this kind of problem is that lives will be saved henceforth. Even if an accident has to take place now, the worrying aspect of it is that this erosion that trailer falls in all the time, goods, properties, everything will be lost and life will be lost. But since this project came to a finish, we've not had anything of such. So we are very, very happy because people will be crying for help. Sometimes we will come, we will not be able to even give any kind of assistance to these accident victims. And before you know, before we rush them to the hospital, lives will be lost. So we are in a joyous mode that we cannot even express the kind of joy we got since.
CSA, as at the point of commencing the project, we've heard a lot about the reoccurrence of accident here. But even starting work here, we've witnessed massively. We can say because of the location, the location of the washout is on a steep slope. As a result of that, most of vehicles trying to ascend and find once they couldn't ascend, they will roll back, and 10 out of 3 of these trucks fall straight into the washout. We witnessed all this even when we commenced work. We are really appreciative of the managing director for the express approval he gave to us. Then also the weather was a serious challenge to us. The work was done during rainy season. Diversion of the runoff, the diversion of the water was a serious problem to us. But however, we were able to tackle it, and we've completed the project.
From erosion to elevation, from danger to development, this is the story of Alubi community, a story of resilience, response, and rehabilitation.
So, in the course of the week, we were able to speak with the man at the helm of affairs of FERMA. That's the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA, Engineer Dr. Chukwuemeka Agbasi. Let's bring you up to speed with what he shared with us.
Please, sir, can we meet you?
Yeah, my name is Emeka Abwasi, the MD CEO of FEMA. I've been in post on this saddle for the last 2 years, and it has been an exciting and stimulating experience.
Engineer Abwasi, what would you say is the overreaching vision of FERMA in line with the current renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
The renewed hope agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has provided the agency the compass for all the activities that we have been undertaking in the agency. One of the presidential priorities is to enhance infrastructure and transportation as an enabler for growth in Nigeria.
Thank you very much for that interesting response, AJ Abasi. Sorry, you did mention critical economic roads there. Might I ask you, how do you determine the spread of these economic roads across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country?
Critical economic roads are roads of strategic importance to Nigeria because we deal with an existing network. These roads already exist. And in terms of description of what they are, these are routes that interstate routes that connect capital cities, or routes that lead to existing seaports, which are economic centers of the country, or routes that go to airports, seaports, agricultural clusters, and other economic zones, because these are routes of strategic importance that affect the economy of the country if the roads are not in good condition.
We've seen innovative initiatives like Operation Connect Your Destination and the Operation Safeguard the Roads. Could you tell us a bit more on how you are leveraging technology to make these initiatives possible and future forward?
Benchmarking our processes and also improving them, in addition to leveraging on technologies that offer cost savings, efficiency gains, are the primary drivers of our innovation in the agency. As you mentioned, Operation Connect Your Destination, Operation Safeguard Our Roads, are targeted and focused initiatives that has led to operational efficiency in the agency, and in addition provided relief in communities during the festive periods because of the work that was done under those programs.
In terms of long-term road rehabilitated road maintenance, Nigerians are specifically concerned about the durability of these roads. Are there any specific measures that FERMA puts in place to ensure durability in spite of these climate dynamics?
Yes, we do. There are 3 main areas of focus. One is materials, another is workmanship, another is what I'll call management. In terms of materials, we ensure that the materials that are used for road construction are specification compliant. No shortcuts, they have to comply. So we have laboratories where we test these materials for their suitability for inclusion in our roadworks. The other area is workmanship. We have to make sure that our supervision gets it right. So that we try to avoid repeat work, but also deliver quality construction. So our supervisors in the field ensure that the works that is delivered are up to the specification that they've been designed to. Then, in terms of management, that's where a proactive regime is often necessary. Proactive regime in the sense that we do know that water is one of the worst enemies of our roads. So that we have a calendar of works just before the advent of the rainy season. We make sure that drainage channels are desilted to enable or facilitate free flow of water. Because if those channels are silted up,
Your
the
excellent
problem is
tenure.
that the
If
water
you
that should
recall,
have been
I
in
did
those
say that
channels
we
or
have
flowing to
a
discharge
digital
points will
transformation
now
program.
overflow
That
to the
program is
pavement.
data-centric.
Okay,
And the
Dr.
essence of
Abati,
that
in line
program
with
is
the
that we can have
excellent innovative work you are doing, is there any data that you can, tell our viewers about the progresses that you've had so far with regards to the durability of the roads that you have worked on during your excellent tenure?
If you recall, I did say that we have a digital transformation program. That program is data centric, and the essence of that program is that we can have data. One of the data sets would be the performance of our pavement, so we can use that to know what is.
Could you give us a brief rundown on the grant by the Japanese government to the Federal Road Maintenance Agency for the delivery of the road network in Nigerian economy?
In the first quarter of this year, we took delivery of road maintenance and construction equipment valued at 300 million Japanese yen. Equipment comprises of a 3-in-1 stabilizer. I'll talk about that later. 3 pneumatic rollers and drum rollers for compaction. 1 number tank lorry for emulsion, and also 24 number handheld rollers. These equipments obviously would boost our capability in the agency, and they have been delivered. The necessary training has been undertaken, which includes mix design training to ensure that the mixes that are being used are what it should be. That is the mixes for the pavement design. And also a demonstration training have also taken place.
Dr. Abasi, did you get any support from the federal government in the acquisition of this equipment from Japan?
Well, we had a huge support from the federal government, led by Mr. President and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We had ministerial support from Federal Minister of Works, Federal Minister of Finance, and I think these are essential. These are the 2 ministries that offered us a lot of support to deliver in processing the application and to deliver deployment to Nigeria.
Okay, so that's been a very insightful responses from you so far. So, as the citizens begin to see the impact of FEMA's works, especially with regard to the projects that have been shown in this project, what message can you give to the public with regard to their role in maintenance of the projects and the roadworks?
Yeah, roads are the largest owned public asset in any country. So it is our collective responsibility that we safeguard these road assets as we do so for our own properties. So it's necessary that the public play a huge role in ensuring the durability and the sustainability of road infrastructure. We do solicit for community participation, particularly in terms of roads within the abutting communities where they live, so that they can help us with surveillance and monitoring the condition of the road, which we know that early detection of defects will go a long way towards saving the repair cost. So the partnership is I will encourage communities to adopt the road as they do in other countries on a road, and ensure that the roads within their communities provide the service each the road has been intended to deliver.
Thank you, Dr. Awasi. That will be all for our guests of the week. Thank you for viewing.
We've all felt it. The dangerous potholes that destroyed our cars and caused accident, the bad roads, the washout, the cut-off bridges and embankments that prolong our journey time. But across Nigeria, something new is happening. Committed officials of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FERMA are on the ground. They are not just patching the potholes, they are monitoring, updating and reporting the conditions of our roads, undertaking maintenance operations and renewing hopes, connecting our communities one bit by bit. From bustling markets to long-haul journeys, better roads mean safer trips, faster trade, enhanced security, reduced vehicle maintenance costs, and more precious time with loved ones. This is the commitment of FERMA, investing in our infrastructure, investing in our future. Roads renewed. FERMA, connecting Nigeria. The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FERMA cordially invites you to the commissioning and handover of the Government of Japan grant aid funded construction and maintenance equipment. The schedule is as follows. Date Tuesday, 29th July 2025. Venue FERMA Plant Yard, Kuje, Abuja. Time 12 noon. Co-host Engineer Debi Yulu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works. Guest of honor Minister of State for Works, Barrister Bello Muhammad Goroyo. Signed, Engineer Chukwemeka Agbasi, MD CEO FERMA. FERMA, committed to the actualization of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President in the road infrastructure sector. This event is strictly by invitation. Announcer, Otuba Engineer Sunday Adenuse, Chairman Implementation Committee.
That was the MD CEO of FERMA right there, giving us insights into the vision and mission of FERMA, and particularly how the FERMA leadership is driving the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President in infrastructure. Be rest assured, this program will continue to bring you bit by bit details of what FERMA is doing across and around the 36 states of the Federation, making journeys smoother and reducing travel time by using cutting-edge technologies to make Nigerian roads more motorable and accessible. Before we go, we'd like to inform you that this program is a bi-monthly program which will be aired on this station. You can reach us on Facebook, Official FERMA Nigeria Headquarters, X, Fed Roads NGR, or send us an email on info@ferma.gov.ng, and also visit our website www.ferma.gov.ng to give us feedback on our services nationwide. Until I come your way next time, my name is Kosi Anyao, and on behalf of the production team, it's bye for now.